All right, we active. Forgive me, it took me a while. I have to get certain things situated and set up, and I want the energy to be on in a good space. You know what I'm saying? Like for me to be prepared and ready. So I'm just going to do this in honor of Juicewrld. Um, and to be completely like, it's just crazy because he's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't born in Chicago. I lived in Chicago all my life since the age of one. And I grew up in Chicago. So Chicago is my home. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is like, you know, Chicago raised me. So this is crazy. It's a crazy situation that has happened. It's a painful situation for anybody that knows that I'm live. Just hit me up. I'm good. Thank you for checking on me, my love. I hope to hear from you soon. Um, but yeah, rest in peace to Juicewrld, man. Like this shit right here. Let me tell you something. Like somebody, for real, like straight up called me, and this morning, and they were just like, "Yo, you heard about Juicewrld?" And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" I said, "Don't tell me he dead." And he's like, "Yeah, this dude died." And I was like, "It was an overdose." I just said it immediately. He just said overdose in my fucking head. He was like overdose, and he just kept saying like that he, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a sudden situation. And I'm telling you, as soon as I'm sitting down in this chair, I'm gonna tell you right now, like I literally saw, like I didn't light no candles. I have candles lit, I have sage lit. I have to set the mood, you know what I'm saying? So forgive me for the delay. But I literally saw, like, I was like, he's here. Like I saw an outer lining of him right next to me. And he was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I know a lot of, out of respect for him and his family, this is in no way disrespect. I just want to do this out of respect for what he has to say. And I hope that it can be understood in that manner. So I'm just doing this out of respect for him. And given the fact that he's a Chicago native, I got to do this. Like, I'm sorry, I have to. Like, he from my city. So I'm not gonna waste no more time. So let me just see if I can put this together. Phenomenal. See, energy is good. So what we're gonna do is I use these cards. These are my oracle cards, basically. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. These are the cards that I'm going to show you. I do have another deck over here. I do not show them on camera. I will get into more detailed situations, more detailed conversations when I use my other deck that I'm not going to show on camera. So I hope that you guys can understand that. And we're going to jump into it. So his name is Gerard Anthony Higgins. So we're going to focus on him and see how his energy is right now in this current state. December 2nd, 1998. All right. So we're going to start. I ask that the guides come through and bring God's energy to come through respectfully out of ancestors and to communicate what seems to be going on. And he's telling me he wants me to lay out 9 cards, so I'm going to do that out of respect for him and see what's going on with his energy and the things that he has to say through the oracle cards. And then I'm going to get into more detail with my other deck. All right, he's ready. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say it like this. Oh, this is crazy, dude. It's like a rush of energy that's going on. And he's telling me that he really wasn't sleeping all that much for the past 3 days. That's just to start off with. He was not sleeping like that for the past 3 days. And he's kind of in this space to where he's the things that it's like he's saying so much because there's a part of him, it's heartbreaking and it's very sad and it's sudden, but you have to understand that sometimes with this industry they push you to do the most vile fucking things you won't even fucking imagine. And a lot of people, again, were very envious of his talent and tried to defeat his talent. The envy card is in the root. So I got like this feeling that when people were breaking out the news about his seizure, I just kind of felt like there was another hand behind it. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to explain this to you. I'm trying to be careful on how I explain this to you, but you guys have to understand something. It was definitely a spiritual attack, Michelle. I'm going to say it like that off the fucking rip, because he was not sleeping. There were certain people doing things behind the scenes to him, but he's not, he ain't going to let that phase him. You understand? It's a thing for him to process, because it's very difficult with all of the things that are going on in his mind. They're saying like Archangel Uriel, and I'm going to show you, like I said, couldn't sleep. Okay, this is in the past. Couldn't sleep, constantly up. They kept him up. Very jealous. They were trying to take over his mind. They were trying to reprogram him because he didn't want shit to do with the fucking industry anymore. He didn't want nothing to do with it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Right now, he's like, I'm in balance. I was in a very low energy. They were draining me. They were fucking draining him, dude. They were draining the fuck out of him on so many different levels. And basically, and let me tell you something. If I'm talking about this man, I don't follow this man. I never fucked with this man. Like, I love Lucid Dreams. Like, that's the only song that I really fucked with. To be completely honest with you, I didn't even know he was from Chicago until he fucking passed, my nigga. Like, for real, I'm being dead honest. I don't follow him. I don't do anything. Like, on God, I don't. So he's in balance right now. He's trying to get out of that deep space and get back into balance. You know what I mean? Balancing out his energy. And he's putting this on his conscious mind. So this is like on his head. He knew intuitively something was happening because this is goddess of the moon, kind of dancing in the moon, intuition, focusing on the things moving around life. You understand? His heart chakra, finding love in his heart chakra. He's like, I'm still gonna Archangel Raphael is talking about his heart chakra, balancing out his heart now. They can no longer have it anymore. He is under Archangel Raphael's guidance for love and to make sure that he is taken care of. Moving into the near future, he said, I did this for my family, honestly. He was, and I have to go back into the past because this is talking about his childhood as well, because he was always afraid. And funny enough, that's fucking number 18. But yeah, he was always afraid, like, of like shit happening to him, you know what I'm saying, in the streets of Chicago, because it was so crazy. So he was like, man, music is my escape. Like, this is a way for me to escape. This is a way for me to, kind of like be myself. And I don't feel like I'm being judged as like a, no offense when I say this, but as a black kid, because they put so much stereotypical bullshit on us. And it was a way out for him. And yes, he took care of his family. He took care of his people. And they know that this was the purpose, and they know that it was affecting him. And I'm going to tell you like this, door to spirit, again, the doors are open for him. Fuck what anybody else has to say. Fuck what everybody else was talking about, because I'm going to just tell you something. His mother had a conversation with him, a very intense conversation. He's showing me because he kept saying, Mama, Mama, I heard you. I heard you, Mama. I know you've been telling me to get right, Mama. I got right, Mama. I was working on it, Mama. I'm getting right, Mama. Don't worry about me, Mama. So door to spirit is open for him. And this is a very spiritual card. This is a very, kind of God opening card. So I don't want anyone to have to fucking speak any ill will towards his soul. And that's, you know what I'm saying? It's very, people are very vile and very disrespectful, but he is going into door to spirit. He is. So the doors are opening up for him. So I don't want anybody else trying to speak on anything, because funny enough, if y'all motherfuckers knew anything about hell, you would already know that you're living in it, but y'all don't even fucking know that. Call to action. This is a time to where he's like, I need people to be proactive with their lives. He wants people to keep pushing forward and to speak goodness on his name, to help out his community, and to understand that for these kids, like, this lifestyle is a very fast-paced lifestyle. It'll go very quickly, and you may have all of the riches and all of the wonderful, beautiful things in the fucking world, but it don't fucking mean anything if you can't hold on to your fucking life. It won't mean nothing. It won't mean anything. So he understands. He's like, the things that I did, I agreed to it on some level, but you have to understand that this is a situation to where it's affecting so many different people, and it's affecting so many younger generations, and they're trying to break their spirit. He understands that now. He understands that they're trying to break that spirit, and he is aware that this situation, he was going through a lot of heavy shit. You understand? Like, they were putting him through a lot of sleepless nights, and it's like, it's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable. So with this other deck that I'm gonna do, and look, I'm gonna do this other deck to where it gets into more detail. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you this deck because it's very personal to me, and I'm letting him kind of, like, I'm going through the cards. That's what I do. It's kind of like hands-on with my readings that I do for people. Like, I make them choose the cards. You understand? So I make them choose the cards that they want to choose. All right, I found them. I wish I could show you this card, dude. It's so beautiful, but I don't want my screen to get blacked out. Every time I show these cards, it's like some malfunction shit happens. So I'm not even gonna do that right now. All right. So let's focus on Juicewrld energy. Let's focus on what he has to say. Okay? So I'm gonna reverse my cards. I'm gonna reverse some of my cards because he wants to get into real heavy details about certain things. Usually I don't reverse my cards. I keep my cards upright, but he wants to get into some real shit. And I gotta say this really quick because I did say there's a message for Ski, and he really wants me to get this out. He said, "Twin." He said, "Twin, you going through it, twin." And he's trying to laugh about it because he knows he's so fucking broken up. But it's just like, even when things get like really crazy and really hard, he has such a charismatic energy. Like, come on, man. Like, he's kind of like trying to punch him on his like arm. Like, come on, like, push him and just be like, come on, man. You gotta lift me. You understand? You got to move away from these things, Ski. And I know it's been very hard for you, dude. But you have to understand, you have to see, you have to use Juicewrld's energy and look into the things and the patterns that he has done in his life and the things that you are doing in your life, and realize that the shit is heavy. And right now you want to quit, G. Like, you're tired of this shit. Like, I'm feeling him. He is fucked up in the head, G. So I'm asking people from, like, members only, people that support job, people that, peep all them other people, like Pump, everybody. Y'all look out after him, please. Please look after him. Put your egos aside. Please look after him. Because he's going through a very difficult life change, and I'm feeling his energy, and he's just in a very heavy fucking space, dude. He's just in a very heavy space, and he needs to turn around. He needs to turn his shit around ASAP, like real fucking quick. All right. Here we go. Okay, so he's telling me a couple of things really quick. The Sun card is in reverse. There's a lot of different cards that are in reverse. The Hangman is on his crown. That's the only thing that's upright. And he's expressing, again, and I don't mean to be disrespectful in any type of fucking way possible, but I got to keep it fucking real. That this was a situation to where there was a lot of emotional malice. He's saying something about his drink, and something, because I see a drink and I see like someone crumbling up like a pill or doing something, and it's fizzling into his drink. And this is like prior towards what was happening, and then he caught his flight, and then something is just, it's just a huge transition. The Tower card. I wish I could show y'all these, man. I swear I'm gonna get another deck and show y'all, but my cards, they don't play. The Tower card is in the past, so basically this is a sudden shock, not only to everybody but to him. And sometimes, like, you have to understand that when you go through these things, they make you sing these things. He's like, they made me sing against myself. They made me, they signed me up for this shit. On some level, I'm not going to say that it's all their responsibility, because he was fucking around and doing little things like that. But they really want you to. The screen just went black. You don't say. I'm just saying, man. Gods ain't playing. Um, but this is a very heavy situation. You understand? This, and I kind of feel like there's this King of Cups in reverse in the subconscious mind. Yes, I'm going to say that. Somebody asked a question. I'm not going to confirm what you just said, but I'm going to say yes. But anyway, it has something to do with someone, like I said, label, team. This is kind of an orchestrated situation. He got into a very heavy fight and a very, very stressful disagreement over certain financial issues pertaining to his rights and all of these different things. And people were just trying to fuck him over, dude, like left and right. And it's like he can only turn to so many people to kind of get that shit off his fucking back, because he's putting the five of wands in reverse in the situation. It's like as soon as he thought he could trust certain people on his team to express certain things about, or the things that he was going through, and the things that they tried to use to harm his energy, man, he just couldn't like he's just like, damn, dude, like it's like he couldn't get a fucking break. It's like they all like kind of ran back and reported back to whoever. You understand? And again, the Sun card is in reverse, so it's a very sorrowful time. But he's trying to. He says, don't worry. Like, I'm gonna just put some light on some shit. I'm gonna put some light on some shit, and it's gonna be very, very real, because there's just a delay in letting this shit pass. And he's putting the Three of Swords in the near future. Of course, this is like, again, heartbreak, seizure, just feeling hurt over the fact that he's leaving so many people behind. And he's putting the this Page of Swords, and I'm not too sure. He's talking about like some female energy. And again, I ain't saying no fucking names, because I have to be careful of the shit that I say sometimes. So I ain't saying no fucking names. But everything ain't what it seems to be. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people will definitely try to make it seem like they fucking love you and they want to be around you and they want to fucking be with you. But at the same time too, they fucking snake you behind your back. And he's very much aware of that shit. So I'm gonna say that. And he's kind of showing me long term. He's getting to the Two of Swords, to where everything will balance itself out. The shit that happened to Mac, my nigga, like this is the same shit. It's like I keep hearing bad batch, bad batch, bad batch. It's like the same fucking shit. You understand? Like, it's so fucked up. But you have to understand, this shit is orchestrated that way. And a lot of people in the industry, they're fucking billionaires. They have $1 trillion companies and billions of dollars in advertisement for alcohol and food and, all these different things. Like, your little fucking rap dream, my nigga, like, that is nothing to them. You understand? That's nothing. You're just a means to an end. And sometimes you have to realize that they just want you to push an agenda. And if these things were constantly depressing him, these things were constantly putting him through a state of consciousness, because he knew the effect that it was having on his own soul, and even given the fact of how it's going to affect so many other people. And that ate at him, you understand? And he just said, man, like, it's hard. Like, it will fucking break his heart. And it's just very difficult. It's just very difficult. It's a very heavy burden to bear, but he will recover. You understand? Because like I said, he's hurt that he's leaving his family. He's hurt that he's leaving his loved ones, and he's saying, "Mama, mama, I heard you, mama. We had a conversation a few days before all this shit happened, mama. You told me to get it together, mama. Don't worry, mama. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause she's very deep into a different space. And he opened up about how he couldn't sleep, how he was afraid to sleep, how he had nightmares about certain things. And she was praying over her child, and those prayers are not going to go in vain. So, I just want to, put that out there. They do put intentional harm out there against people, you understand? And they just kind of, this is not supposed to be, this is why you see these young kids, you know what I'm saying? I see these little young niggas growing up, and like, I just posted a video before doing this live, like, about how this young kid is making fun of, like, making fun of people who die and stuff. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck y'all trolling on the internet over dead shit? Now his fucking, now Juicewrld is somebody that he admired, and now this dude is gone. And I'm like, and I went back to the kid, and I'm like, yeah, so death isn't that fucking funny no more, is it? You understand? That shit ain't fucking funny. You don't play games with things like that. You understand? Because sometimes death will just sit there and look at you and look at your life, and death will say, okay, let's see how this shit's about to roll out. You understand? Death don't give a fuck. Death does not give a shit about nobody's fucking feelings. When it comes for you, it's ready for you. And that's something that you guys have to understand and put some respect on that shit. So when y'all speak on the dead, be respectful. Do it out of respect. Do it out of dignity. Do it out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, this dude from Chicago, and he was like, at least I got home to my mama, man. Like, midway, I got home to my mother. I got home, and it's just crazy. It's just some crazy ass shit. That happened. Like, I'm still in shock over it, because I'm just like, damn, dude, like, niggas just can't get a break. People been pushing me, like, to forgive me, I'm rambling a bit, but people been pushing me to, like, focus on Ja's album and listen to Bad Vibes Forever and shit. Dude, I was not, and I listened to half of the album yesterday. Honestly, I wasn't going to listen to it until the end of the fucking year, because I'm like, this shit don't feel right. Like, I just felt like something heavy was fucking coming, and it was there's just a very low energy that's going on in this month. Like, even from last month, it was pretty heavy. And I just kind of feel like it's crazy, and I just don't want to rush, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, I want to hear what everybody else is hearing, and people get all emotional and shit, but I can't process your emotions and everybody else's emotions, and them saying, oh, I'm crying, I'm this, I'm that. And I can't really process the music right now. You understand? I can't do it. The veil is very thin. The veil is very thin. And the thing about the veil is that when you walk that very thin path, and you speak with your voice, and you sing with your voice, these things manifest, and they're very fucking real. It's really real. So just be careful. And that's the thing. I mean, it could be that people were spiritually attacking him by predicting his shit. That's why I don't predict deaths and stuff like that. I don't like that shit, personally. I want people to have a prosperous life. I want them to have a healthy life, and to be happy in life for whatever time that they do have. So, so what I write in lyrics manifests. Abso-fucking-lutely. Y'all keep fucking playing. You have to understand, when you scribe, see your pen. Let me show you. A pen is no different than a sword. So let's reiterate the word sword, right? Okay, sword. Take the S off the front and put it in the back. It's words. Y'all are playing with magic. When you scribe, when you're writing your lyrics, even if you think you're writing it in your head, you're still putting it directly onto the consciousness of the universe, to which you will reiterate and spit it out anyway. Be careful what the fuck you say. Be careful what you say. Because see, the thing is that with this industry, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. To them, he would, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to evolve more than the outside of what people said that he is. He wanted to evolve more than that. And see, the problem is instead of, you know, he was just trying to make music and he had a hit, dude. Like, this dude had a hit and he just trying to make it out. And they attacking him, dude. You have to understand, like, this shit ain't no fucking joke. Certain people that were suing are sworn in on another fucking level. Be like, y'all niggas don't know. And sometimes they draft all types of different contracts, hidden spells within the paperwork that people cannot see, that people won't be able to see. So you have to understand this shit is serious, dude. The universe ain't playing no fucking games. I just want to see something really quick. If you guys, like I said, have questions, y'all can ask me. Again, support, subscribe, share. Y'all do what it do. I appreciate all of this, basically. Let me see. I'm going to just shuffle this up really quick. This is basically, I just want to see what else he has to say. Yeah. So, really quick. Okay. And I don't know Shorty's birthday. I know everybody was asking about the girlfriend and all this other stuff. But here's something interesting. When, again, let me see, is he with Ja? And that's the funny thing, is because this King of Swords is on his crown, actually. So I would assume so, of course. Even if you're with someone in your heart, you're still with them. The shit was unplanned. He said this was not supposed to be a part of the plan, but they made it the plan. Party gone wrong. Nine of Cups. Party gone wrong in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Someone did something to the situation, and it's like a complete psychosis again, to where he couldn't sleep. Again, the Four of Swords is usually like a resting card, a meditation card, yes, he was laced, a very peaceful card. But he just keeps saying that they would not let him sleep. They would not let him get out. They refused to let him get out. They refused to let him get out. I just keep hearing that over and over again. They refuse to let me get out, but I'm out now. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm out. And he's going to do his best to find peace in that. And it's very uncomfortable, but there's just certain people around. Yes, they were holding him hostage, absolutely. Like, they kept him in that bind, but he has faith. You have to understand that sometimes when you speak a different mantra, when you speak a different mantra, when you speak a different energy after people have been fucking with your energy for so long, it turns into a situation to where you have to you have to uplift yourself from that. So I don't know why, man, but I just keep, like, I really, dude, I split the deck. I just split the deck, and because I was about to, like, pick up the whole deck and shuffle, and I picked up half the deck. And the card that I'm looking at that I can't show y'all because this deck don't play with me is the Devil's card. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. Like, y'all put some shit together. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all put some shit together. People, this was a greedy effort. They only give a fuck about numbers. When they're done, they're fucking done. They only give a fuck about numbers because it's about, are you creating more of a deficit, or are you creating more of a benefit? Because even when it becomes a deficit, wow, okay, well, even when it becomes a deficit, it will eventually have to balance itself out. That's how they fucking work in this shit. And they don't give a fuck what you sign, dude. Like, they don't give a shit what you sign, bruh. Let me just have a drink real quick, man. I'm saving the live. Everybody quit asking me. I'm saving this shit. Support me. I'm gonna, put my shit down there. Y'all support me because I'm using my energy. So I appreciate that. Give me 1 minute to drink. I'm sorry. I have to. I need to catch my breath really quick. But he, again, it's a sad situation. It's a hurtful situation. But again, this is, I got to say this to you. Like, he is doing his best to again, to be at peace and to process all this shit, because he kind of knew this shit was fucking coming, like, on some level, but he was afraid to go to sleep. And I'm not, and you have to understand, it's like I remember I'm looking at a picture of him. I was like, yo, because people were like, oh, he has a girlfriend, whatever. And I'm looking at a picture of him with his girlfriend. He's probably like back in a limo, um in the back of a limo, and I'm looking at his eyes, dude. Like, I'm just like, yo, he's fucking fading. And like I said, I didn't follow him like that, but his skin just looked very, very gray. Like, when he first started off, you could see his his brownness, his color, his everything. And I just kind of feel like his skin was just gray. They were draining him, dude. Like, I feel so sorry for him. I feel like crying right now, because like I feel really bad for him. They were draining him. They just kept him working like all the fucking time, and they just kept him moving all the fucking time. And all he wanted was to kind of be around people that were supporting him. But it's like certain people were keeping him isolated. We're keeping him secluded. We're keeping him in a space. And it's like he's like, imagine like having a dream and it being kind of like a fucking nightmare, like where you are performing at a party and you have all these people and the success and everything else, and then there's all this celebration, but then the celebration turns dark because there's some regular people there, but then you see people that have things attached to their energy. You understand? Like, and it freaked him the fuck out. It freaked him the fuck out. He didn't, what I'm saying? Sometimes when you do certain things, it seems so fucking fun in the beginning. It seems fun in the beginning, but it's not fun when it's over. It's not fucking fun. They drain you, dude. They fucking drain you. They drain you. You understand? So just, again, it is praying for his sanity. I'm going to, okay, because I split the deck again, and he's like, let me put this Ace of Cups on his crown, because I don't know the girlfriend's date of birth or anything. But I do know, I think her name is Lottie. I'm not too sure. Forgive me if I'm getting that wrong, but everything's just kind of like in a rush. But he's saying, Mama, I ain't leaving. Mama, I ain't gonna leave you just yet, Mama. I ain't gonna leave you like this just yet, Mama. We gonna be all right. I'm gonna see you in a dream. We gonna talk, Mama. We gonna talk in the dream, Mama. He keeps reaching out to his mother because his mother is fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his fear was getting gunned down in the streets of fucking Chicago. You understand? Like, that was his fear, and he would use medication. He would use substance to kind of fade, like, just make it fucking fade, because he couldn't cope with his surroundings, and he's very sensitive in his creative space. You understand? Like, so sound was very sensitive to him, and sometimes it's like it's a very frantic energy, and that's the thing with this industry. You kind of have to keep moving. You kind of have to get out of what you think is going to get you. And the thing is that they use that to their advantage, to where people aren't using their coping skills to handle the emotional pressures of their environment, and they set it up that way. You understand? And it's nothing to be glorified or to be celebrated with. So he doesn't want his fans to turn to these things. He's very adamant about that. Like, this is not the time. This is not the fucking time to turn to these kinds of things. It's unacceptable. This is not the time. Like, it's not the fucking time. And again, people say, oh, I don't want to, he flew from LA to Chicago. Dude, Chicago, let me tell you something. It's hard leaving Chicago, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I love Chicago. I do. I left Chicago personally because I know that there's another bigger, heavier catastrophic event that I'm not gonna fucking talk about, because that's just gonna create pure fucking panic. So, but Chicago hard to leave because Chicago is a spirit of her own. She really is. And let me tell you something. It's just it's a situation to where he didn't, let me tell you, he made it home, because I kept feeling like on the flight, and I don't know if it's like a red eye or something, but that's what I'm feeling like. It's a red eye, and constantly like waking up, going to sleep, coughing, drinking a little, like, drink, having something to drink, trying to get comfortable. He wasn't comfortable in his body. It's like fighting to make it, just make it home. You understand? Like, that's the only thing that he thought about, was like, let me just make it home. I gotta make it home. So, let me just put these cards out really quick and see something. What's going on? Damn, bruh. Okay. I'm gonna just say this. Like, he's letting it be known, and this is no judgment against anybody or anything like that. He's putting the Fool card in reverse, because I was asking about relationships, different things like that. And he was like, yo, I don't know if he just came from seeing her or was going to see her or something like that. But I put the Ace of Cups on his crown, and he's putting in his subconscious mind the Nine of Cups in his subconscious mind. Like, thank you for kind of like I appreciate the times that we shared and everything, but he kept trying to tell her, like, uh he's just like, you don't like, and it's not that he's trying to be rude, but he didn't believe that people could truly love him. Does that make sense? Like, somebody would say, oh, I love you, I want to be with you, all this other stuff. He had a very hard time processing that and believing that shit. And it's nothing, I just think that maybe it was a way for him to kind of detach, to not let people get too close to him, because he goes through so much pain. He's putting this Queen of Wands in this situation. And again, Queen of Wands, that's supposed to be like a counterpart to his suit. And I don't know what Shorty's birthday is, but it seems like there was like some sort of certain like disagreements about certain things that were kind of going on. And it's just a little crazy. It's kind of hard to really talk about it, because it's like he's showing me like there's a bit of, again, people were very demanding of him, and a bit selfish at times. Like, it was never enough. And sometimes it's just like, it's not that he was trying to avoid you or to do anything like that, but it's just hard to kind of, figure out how to have work and to have a balanced life in this particular situation, when it comes down to this. And again, I don't know why she's in this situation, but I just kind of feel like he's putting certain things to rest and trying to be comfortable with it. And it's going to take him time, because he's showing me the Knight of Pentacles, like trying to peacefully move forward or peacefully move through it. And I just kind of feel like, from what I understand, it just kind of went back and forth into, from what I could see, within hidden situations of that relationship, to where certain ultimatums were being asked, and to where he wanted, where certain things were supposed to change. And he was trying to, I guess, change that dynamic, but it's like other people kept pushing him into that darker space, and there were people that were trying to pull him out. And he couldn't figure out like who was really trying to rehabilitate him because they loved him, or, people that were just trying to fix his habit and say that they loved him, but they wanted to hurt him. You understand? It's some crazy ass shit, dude. It's real heavy. It's some real heavy shit. I don't know. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, it's cool, but this shit heavy. It's some real heavy ass shit. It's some real heavy shit. I'm just gonna shuffle this one more time. Smoking a jewel, you say, huh? I didn't know that. I kind of reiterated the message for Ski earlier, but I'm going to reiterate it again for him because, again, he keeps saying twin. He's like, twin, come on, man. Like, we got to get this shit together. They trying to break us, twin. So we can't. I need you to get it together, twin. It's like, I'm not going to talk about those specific substances, but you got to he's like, put the liquor down, twin. Like, put the liquor down, twin. Put the liquor down, twin. Don't take that, twin. That's what he just keeps saying. And again, I'm just pulling out a couple of cards because I just want to see. He's like gardening a gate. You know what I'm saying? This is a time for him to kind of be in a reflective space. Allow him to be in a reflective space, and before he transitions over. So again, it's gonna take time, and he needs time out of respect for him. He's gonna need time. He needs time to process what's going on. But he will pass, he's going to pass through with transition, with open arms, with loving arms, with people that are going to be there for him and support him through his struggles. And again, financial constraint. This is present moment, like certain things to where, not to say that certain things were affecting him personally, but they were affecting larger entities. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It was affecting larger entities, and they did what they did. That's all I keep hearing is they did what they did. And there was a lot of, indecision about what to do about that, about which direction to take, where to turn. But he knows that now that the easiest way to kind of be on the path that he wants to be on, it doesn't have anything to do with the burdens of this physical reality, because they were trying to put him through a lot of spiritual things. And I don't know, I just wanted to kind of turn over cards and like pick up the deck and reflect on specific things, like what was this financial situation. And he's making it a little bit more clear to me right now, because see, I said clarify what is the financial constraint and the indecision with the walking away. What does that mean? Okay. And he's saying this means that he had a choice. He was at a crossroads. He had to choose. They're trying to continuously bind him into this industry to be locked in. Like, they bound him. Like, that's what he's saying, and he had to choose. And I think that he intentionally and spiritually made a decision, and he knew the consequences of walking away. Okay? There are consequences to when you are leaving certain things behind. Look, 27999. He's like, I'm walking the fuck away. I'm cutting shit off. Like, you see the scissors right by that gate. I don't know if y'all can see little scissors, little things like that. Walking away and being free, and she's smiling. You understand? Like, he's moving beyond that, beyond this bind that he's going through. He was cutting it off. And it's like, again, because I keep hearing he's like the heartbreak card, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep pulling out 9 cards, man. Like, he, it's affecting him, but he understood that if he walked away from this industry, that they were going to come after him, dude. They were gonna come after him. Keep in mind, I'm just splitting the deck. Like, I'm just straight up splitting the deck, and I'm just pulling from the bottom of what he has to say. And again, he was fighting for his own shit, but they used him as collateral. It's like if you see certain things under labels, right? At the end of the day, everything is under an umbrella. You have to understand it's under an umbrella. And the people that kind of own these specific masters and own these things, it's like they kind of move shit into like a chess play. And I want you guys to understand how the fuck this fucked up ass industry is. They move it around as a chess play, and they do everything that they can to make it into a situation to where they take the rights of certain music, they pimp, they pocket a nigga into a situation, and then when they are affecting someone from one point of view, that's when the label or someone else can kind of go in and be like, well, look here, you got this thing going on, you got these lawsuits, you got this going on and everything else like that, and the probability of them winning is probably more than none. So how are your other songs going to perform? How are your other songs going to perform? What are you going to do to regain certain things? And he's kind of like showing me like there's someone of an executive figure that was behind Thinking Man, again, behind this situation, and behind most of this contractual bullshit, because he's saying patience. It's not all going to be revealed right away. But he is showing me that certain things were done from a financial standpoint, from a financial point of view, and it's going to be shown. So it's some heavy ass shit, man. Like, that's why I tell people, like, y'all niggas need to be careful, glorifying some shit in the fucking world, because like it's no fucking joke. Okay. Because I keep hearing in my head, we got a sage really quick. So I'm gonna just like try to light some sage, if that's all right with you. If you guys have questions, y'all can go ahead and ask me. You know what I'm saying? Support. I appreciate y'all coming through. But just keep to kind of keep it pushing. He does appreciate the people that love him, and regardless of what the fuck a legend means or whatever, he doesn't fucking care about that shit. He just cares about his music touching those kids that fucking hide in the fucking closet at night because they don't know where the fuck to go and they don't know who to talk to. He cares about, like, even the most the people that have everything in the fucking world, but behind closed doors they fucking pop pills to make it through the fucking day. He's talking to the people that want to fucking go through some fucking Kurt Cobain type shit, and he's like, that ain't the fucking way to go, because you have to understand that even when they say that Kurt Cobain committed suicide, that's not what the fuck really happened. And I'm gonna get into a reading with that, because Kurt Cobain is a fucking genius. I'm gonna say that he's a genius, and he's like nothing to fuck around with spiritually. But I'm gonna get into that later. And he's showing me again, door to romance, but this is like he's just kind of like opening up his heart. He's like, I appreciate the love, I appreciate everybody for the concern for me, for praying for me, for helping me, for loving me the best way that they could, because he wasn't always in that uplifted space to love himself completely. He did his best and he tried. Kurt Cobain's life path was a 9. Interesting. So it's just crazy, because it's very difficult for him to kind of go through this process right now. It's very hard, and please give love and respect to his fucking family, man. Like, this shit crazy. A nigga from fucking Chicago doing it, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I gotta speak for real, because this shit is crazy as far as what's happening right now. Like, this is not fun. And you know what's so crazy? I was checking out somebody else's live, like YouTube live, before going live myself, and they were like, oh, yo, Pump is next, all this other. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with people, dude? The fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all, how do y'all wish death on people? Like, this, you understand how the internet is so fucked up, like to where everything in this rap industry becomes like it's a gladiator arena, and everybody's online just casting spells, like spitting words, saying evil things, and they have no soul left, dude. Like, they have no fucking soul. And again, I know people want to ask about like what's going on. Like, man, Uzi's fucked up, dude. Like, I'm somebody keeps asking me about Uzi. Uzi's fucked up over the situation. You have to understand, they use people as a fucking example. You hear me? People are used as an example in this industry, and you guys need to pay attention to the fact that this is not this ain't no fucking joke. It's no joke. This is not a game to fuck around with and play with. And again, I just picked up this one deck, and the first card that I saw was the Two of Wands in reverse, which means it's usually upright. It means like partnership. He's ending that partnership, and he knows the consequences of ending that partnership. He knew it, and he was not dreaming. He just kept dreaming. He just kept having these dreams, and it was fucking with him, dude. Like they kept him awake. Things walking in his room at night. You understand? Like him bugging the fuck out and telling people like, yo, did you just see that? And people are like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, like this dude, y'all, he's a very, intelligent man. And again, it's so crazy. That's why I'm very careful with showing these cards, because I mean, maybe the cards got on the screen and then as soon as someone saw these cards, the screen went black. So I'm not fucking playing, dude. Like these cards are no joke. But again, it's a sad situation. Y'all need to just kind of like pray for him. Y'all need to realize that people are here for the fucking moment. Life is in the blink of an eye, and you need to respect life and appreciate life, and to do your best to bring love and positivity into life, because it's a very precious experience to have. And you need to realize that we have to take our time and to use our creativity in the most wisest ways. And he doesn't want to just be remembered for, oh yeah, he just had this habit. So, nah, G. Like, he wanted to do bigger things for himself, and he wanted to do more positive things for himself. He wanted to change his environment, dude. Like, he wanted to help his city. He wanted to help so many different people that are struggling through depression and going through whatever it was that they were going through. But he went through that shit, man. Like, he didn't get a break. He did not get a fucking break from that shit. He did not get a break from that shit. And anything that they tried to put into his life for happiness, they just tried to isolate him and take the people that really loved him and keep them at bay. I just keep hearing that, like, they kept people at bay. They kept certain families, certain people at bay from me. You have to understand, like, it is a very isolating situation. Just read on the Revolt site that Juice said Future influenced him to experiment with lean, and he was trying to stop for the sake of his girlfriend. So what you stated clearly was on point. I appreciate that so much, Trina. Like, for real, there was a lot of negative influences in his life, and certain people were asking him like, yo, you got to get it together. You got to quit. You got to stop this. You have to clear your head. Juice seizure sounds like what job place on passing look like. Interesting. And it's hard because, again, they're trying to glorify this behavior. They're trying to make this shit look cool, and it's not fucking cool. Like, it's not okay. It's unacceptable. And again, it's affecting so many different youths and everything, and they just use, the plan is just to use certain energies to attack him, basically. And again, I'm looking at this deck, and the Seven of Pentacles is in the root. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is like saying, I was on my way home. I was on my way home. I was heading home, and he's putting in the subconscious mind. That's why I don't mess with rapper Future. Future don't even do lean in parks. Meanwhile, let me see. Meanwhile, he's influencing the youth to do so. But you have to understand something. When it comes down to some of these rappers and everything like that, they for real taking on that Dracula energy. You understand? They don't give a fuck about they fucking people. You have to understand, some of these niggas, they don't fucking care, because it's and I'm not gonna speak for the next nigga, but they don't fucking care, because it's better to fucking keep they shit in luxury and together. Because here's the thing, when you're in the industry, and he was saying this shit to me too, a lot of people don't understand the secret knowledge and the wisdom and the secret conversations that people talk about, or what's revealed within the music industry. Speaking about this, because the devil card is in the situation. It's in the fucking situation. This shit is fucked up, and it was planned, G. But he's saying that certain things happen, certain things are revealed to certain people on a bigger scale because you've kind of created, or you've kind of moved up into an echelon of what the objective is for these major companies, and you guys need to understand that. Like, they're on, like, this is, he's like, he said prescription drugs killing spree, children killing spree, and it's, he's like self-inflicted. I'm just saying the words that I hear. Do you understand me? Y'all need to look after y'all fucking kids, yo. Y'all need to get them the fuck out of the screen and take them the fuck outside. Y'all have to, like, he was very much into nature, and he said that they kept me so fucking isolated and kept me away from so many different things to where I couldn't even get a level of peace and meditate within myself, or get clarity within myself, because they wanted me to fade. And then it's like, and he's showing me, he's like, man, as soon as I would try to like quit one thing, they will fucking, he's like, niggas would fucking turn around and lace my fucking food or lace my shit with other addictive things, narcotics. You understand? Like, he's showing me some fucked up shit that these motherfuckers, these fucked up ass people did. I'm sorry, I'm getting pissed the fuck off because I'm just like, dude, this shit is unbelievable. It's crazy. And I'm like, is this really your fucking life right now? Is this really what the fuck you were going through? And he's like, yo, I can't fucking make this shit up. I lived through this shit. I was living through this shit. And he's like, you have to understand that some people, he was like, people do specific contracts. You have to understand. I don't know how he feels about certain rappers. Yeah. The things that I see, it's so crazy because see, there's some people that no longer want to, like, again, he was trying to turn his life around for the better. He was doing his best to turn his life around for the better. Demon corruptors, real evil, very true, RV. He was trying to turn his life around for the better, and they were trying to trap him, be like, everything is contractual until the fucking end. Do you understand? Be careful what the fuck you sing, because the things that you sing and you put in a music video, they're using that as a contract, dude. They're using it as a contract, and you don't even fucking know it. And see, here's the thing, is that it's all about numbers. You have to understand, it's like he's showing me a dog race. He's like, yo, this is a fucking dog race, G. It's a whole fucking dog race. And if certain people are not programmed to be down with the fucking agenda, they will eliminate niggas out of this fucking situation. They will eliminate people to promote the next rapper. Because I'm looking at the Knight of Swords, and I can't show you this card. And this is the thing. Famous Dex recently got a seizure, and that was affected by lean, is what somebody just said. Like, I don't know why I keep seeing, like, this is so heavy. I'm sorry. It's so fucking heavy. It's so crazy, and it's heavy because I'm just like, I don't even know if I can fucking see this. I don't even know if I can say it, but I'm gonna say it, okay? Again, support, share with people, anybody that's suffering, that are big fans. Do what you do. But I gotta tell you, it's just like, I keep hearing fucking Trippy, like, they're elevating Trippy. They're elevating Trippy. They're elevating Trippy. Because you know why? Don't get me wrong, he's a talented individual. He's a talented person. But you have to understand, there's some people in this industry that are more than willing to lock souls in than to release them and to set them free. I don't know how else to explain this. Do you understand? I don't know how else to explain it. And it's not, again, he probably has a lot of remorse for what has happened to him, but you have to understand that they're pushing an agenda. They're pushing that energy forward because they want to create chaos on this earth. They're trying to create chaos amongst so many different people. And this is like the time to push that. Send this to Ski. I mean, hey, do what you gotta do. Niggas is stuck, my G. Like, niggas is battling. This is a battle. People think that this rap industry is a situation to where it's all about, it's about the finer things in life. Everybody wants the finer things in life. I ain't knocking the next nigga for wanting the finer things in life. You understand what I'm saying? We all deserve to be prosperous. But sometimes sometimes there's an underlying motive for other people that are way more prosperous and have way more greed and have far more soulless energy. He showed me this King of Cups selfishness, showing me that he's showing me that this person wants more, constantly wanting more greed, wants more for himself, and wants to, his cup is never full, is what they're saying. And this person was in charge of creating specific psychic attacks. I wish I could show you, but it's showing me the High Priestess in reverse, the Judgment card in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. Again, fighting, a lot of spiritual fighting that's going on, that he was going through, that was creating a lot of unrest. And as soon as I'm saying unrest, I'm turning over the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords again is, I'm not sleeping. They're not letting me fucking sleep. They won't let me fucking sleep. And he's getting so frustrated. He's getting so agitated and frustrated, and he knows that this is just all for media. You understand? And he's like, they just won't let him fucking sleep. They won't let him sleep. Like, oh, that's all he wants to do is fucking sleep, man. Like, I can't even fucking stress this enough. Like, and this is the reason why people need to understand that this is supposed to be a lesson. Please take this as a lesson, man. Take this shit as a lesson. I'm sorry. Forgive me, ancestors, for showing parts of the cards. But take this shit as a lesson, dude. This is supposed to be a lesson. All he's saying all what they're doing is trying to, you have to understand, like, he's showing me so many complex things on so many different levels, because it's like when you kind of cross over, it's like you have this clear understanding of life and how powerful you are. And sometimes people don't really realize it when they're God. You understand? Like, when they have God energy. And when I say God energy, I mean, like, when you have melanin in your skin, and how that's able to attract so many different things to you. And then when you start to discover who you are, and he's going through this turning point of loving himself, he said they can't take out all of us sons. They can't take out all of the children of the sun. They cannot take out all of the children of the sun. They cannot. I just keep saying that over and over again. I don't know why. Like, they cannot take this out of the children of the sun. Thank you. But yeah, like, he told me to wash my locks too. He was like, I need you to, like, wash your locks. You see this shit? Like, there's all this light coming in. Because I know he appreciates it, dude. Like, he's appreciative of it. He told me, like, yo, clean yourself, wash your hair. I want to connect to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of feel like he was very comfortable. But again, it's a disappointing situation, but you have to understand that he's free. He's free. He's free. He's like, I'm free. I'm going to free myself from this situation. I'm getting free, because then I can sleep. I can get some sleep. And it's crazy. It's so sad, dude, because I know it's hard for his mom, man. Like, it's so hard for his family, but he just kept saying, yo, they won't let me sleep, man. They won't let me fucking sleep. And here's the thing, a lot of people, he's like saying to me, there's a lot of, like, temptations out there and shit like that, and that were trying to kind of, like, get in the way of his relationship and kind of take him down specific tempting roads, and other people would bring that energy into his area or into his surroundings. And he just kept saying to me, he's like, some of these females, like, you gotta be fucking careful with them, because even if you don't want nothing to do with them, they'll shake your hand and then put a whole nother fucking what is it, I'm sorry, like a seal. He keeps saying, like, a seal, or putting something on you. So you have to be very fucking mindful with your energy out here, because this shit is no fucking joke. It's no fucking joke, dude. Like, it's no joke. Again, yes, he passed from a seizure, excuse me. But when I first heard the news that he passed away, I said overdose. Like, I just kept hearing overdose. Like, it was an effect of what happened. You have to understand, like, he might have been trying to purge, or, you know, kind of change specific things. But somebody put some shit. I'm gonna say this over and over and fucking over again. Somebody fucked with his drink. Somebody fucked with his drink. And I ain't saying that it's specifically from lean. I'm just saying somebody put something in his drink. Okay? And I just keep seeing a white powdery substance fizzling into his drink. Do you understand me? I need to make that very fucking clear. And he's consuming this, and then he's getting on his flight or going to wherever he needs to go. And he's uncomfortable in his body, and he's coughing a bit, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's trying to like close his eyes and see if he can get some rest. And he feels all the eyes on him. He's like, I felt all the eyes on me. You know, he was uncomfortable, and he just wanted to go home. He was like, I just want to go home. My mom, like, that's it. I was just trying to go home, man. Like, y'all niggas couldn't even let me see my fucking mom. Like, I couldn't even get the fuck home midway. Like, I don't know. I just kept hearing this shit midway. I'm on my way home to my mama, and I'm mid fucking way home. You know, he's just, man, I don't even know, dude. I don't even fucking know. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy. But it's a fucked up thing. It's not just about fucking advertisements. You know what I mean? Fuck that. It's to advert your attention. It's to advert you from focusing on yourself and loving yourself. That was the purpose of what people were doing with this particular situation. It's to distract. It's always constantly to distract, because he was turning his life around and wanted to put out different music and a different project. And simply because he didn't want to continue to project a specific frequency out into the universe anymore, they fucked him, dude. Like, I don't know how else to say this. But for real though, I'm gonna have to get off of here. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate you guys like kind of coming through with this, but meditate, clear your head, and pray for him and pray for his family and send love to his family. And y'all already know where I'm gonna be at, and I appreciate doing this reading for you. And just pray up, stay up, you know, support the kids. Tell the kids to choose something different in life. Tell them to choose something different in life. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Y'all want to consult with me, y'all hit me up on IG. Y'all know where I'm at.